Hey, 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 hey. Hey, y'all. What's up? Hello. Happy Saturday. All right. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let me see who's in here before we get started real good. Y'all pardon me for not being on camera, okay? I'm still in my bed, y'all, and I know it is noon. It's a little bit afternoon, but I ain't feeling like doing shit today because I got this little cold and whatnot, so I'm just chilling today. But I said, let me go ahead and tap in with my people so that we could get some news out there because it's kind of some things that's jumping in these YouTube streets, so we're going to talk about it. All right, Velma Sadler is first. Thanks for being here. My Ma Rose Armstead is in the building. Thanks for being here, love. Who else we got? Shirley Terry, Felicia is here. Marilyn LeBlanc is here. Erica Butler is in the building. Thanks for being here. My other Mav, Top Flight, KBR, thanks for being in the building. All right, she's letting people know. Thanks for joining. Says it hit the like button, please. Great commentary from Kim Arrell. The Shenanigator, that's me, honey. Shenanigator. Nobody be trying to steal my damn name either. I done said it. Okay, we already know where the Shenanigator came from. All right, the Shenanigator. I done had that name before I got on YouTube. So anybody up and try it. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna have to dig in your pocket now, and I told you. All right, let's get on through the show. Let's keep that message up. I like that. Wanda Cockshell, hello. Pamela Williams, hey. What's up, Kelly? Hey, Mary White. What's up, Mary White? Mary White gonna be in here later on with her arthritis twerk, honey. Thank you for coming on over. Tyra's in the building. What's up, Tyra? All my moms up in here deep today. Thank y'all. Cassandra D, hi. KB, what's up? What's up, Teresa West? Hey. Says I made it back from Vegas on Thursday safely and enjoyed the stay. Yes, honey, Vegas was lit, right? I know it was hot as balls out there because, baby, we just left from out there too, and it was very, very hot, like very hot during the day. But at night, it has like a little breeze where it's still kind of, humid or whatever, but it was really nice. But yeah, I had a nice little turn up a whole week in Vegas. So I'm shit. I want to go back. I want to go back. Said I sure am, Karen. Yes, honey, twerk it out. Okay, amen. So thank y'all for joining. It is Saturday. This is our Saturday Shenanigans show where we're going to be talking about several topics, getting you guys updated on what's going on out here in these streets. Of course, you guys know everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay. Again, y'all, my apologies for not being on camera, okay? Y'all know I'm usually on camera, but when I don't feel good, I don't like to be on camera because, yeah, I'm still in my pajamas. All right, so let's get started. I might go on camera later on today because I do like to be on camera, but when I don't feel good, I really don't like to. I really, really don't. All right, so let's get into it. Hey, let's talk life. I see you, love. Thanks for being here. All right, so Stephen Smith child is still in his feelings like a little female about the situation between he and LeBron James. Y'all know they had a little situation where LeBron ran up in his face at the game and damn near knocked his head off. He's still talking about the shit like it happened yesterday. Why he can't move on is so beyond me because I ain't heard LeBron talking about it nowhere, but he damn sure is still talking about it. So let's get into it. It says that Stephen A. Smith makes it clear that he is still not on good terms with LeBron James. Says that if you recall, the two men got into a heated exchange earlier this year during the Lakers game. Like, nigga, get over it. It's like you can't sleep at night. You can't eat right. Like, you can't move on with your life because you're still thinking about LeBron having, you and LeBron having some tension, some tension in between you. I can't even call it a friendship if that. Like, dude, get over it. It's like a bad breakup.
There's no relationship. He doesn't like me and I don't like him.
Can we mediate? Can we increase the
There's nobody that can mediate.
Okay.
I don't talk about him unless I'm asked. Some people say, well, why are you talking about him? Because I was asked. Mm-hmm. This is what I do for a living. So how the hell am I going to get away with saying no comment? I have no desire to talk about him at all. He is, in my mind, the second greatest player in the history of basketball. He's been an incredible ambassador for the game of basketball. His respect has been earned, not given. Nobody can deny that. But that's the basketball player, not the man. People don't know the things that have happened behind the scenes, the kind of things that have been engaged in an effort to hurt me. There's a lot of that I know that I don't say. And then to go on a Pat McAfee show, which comes directly on after my show on the channel that I work on, to insult me. But if I never, ever speak to him again in life, now there's no situation, there's no relationship. He doesn't like me and I don't like him.
Can we mediate? Can we increase the
There's
fee?
nobody.
It's all LeBron about to knock his damn head off. Because he had been talking all kind of shit about LeBron on his show. Then when he goes to the show, he want to stand up there and be trying to, be like, hey, LeBron. LeBron was like, bitch, nah, hey, don't come up here on no fake shit. And then he read his ass down. Then he want to go run to every platform he could and talk about how he and LeBron had this altercation. Nah, you ran up to him being fake and he read you down. And that's what it was. And you still mad and embarrassed because the shit was caught on video. All right. And it was on the big screen too, where you was standing there looking stupid trying to get up there and kiss his ass when he had already saw where you was talking shit about him. I'm like that too. I don't be on that fake shit. All right, same energy. When you see me after you don't talk shit, keep that same energy. Don't come up trying to hug me and shake my hand and be like, hi. I'm gonna be like, bye. Okay. Ciao, bye. Get over it, Steven. He ain't thinking about your ass. LeBron is somewhere probably on vacation, spending his good millions while you sitting over here with wrinkles in your damn forehead thinking about him. Okay, go pee sitting down as you always do. Stupid ass. Moving on. Can y'all tell I'm a little irritated this morning? I'm feeling a little petty too. So let's get through this show, honey. Now, they may have found one of the inmates, honey, that escaped. The only one that's still on the run. So let's get into it. Because when I saw this, I was like, I know you lying. Because I was going to try to go ahead and get them 50 racks up off him by turning them in if I saw his ass. But maybe not. Maybe somebody else done got the money. I don't know. So they're saying that the cashier, honey, has gone viral for looking like Derrick Groves. Y'all know Derrick Groves was the only, is the only rather, inmate that's still at large that escaped from the Louisiana prison. All right. They caught all the rest of them, but his ass is the only one that's still out here free, girl. So police were a few weeks ago put up a few pictures of what they thought that he looked like, and there was several of them said that maybe they thought he was dressing as a woman to throw the police off. So now this person here that's working at a Kroger, a person took a picture of this person saying that it looks like it could have been Derrick Groves. Now that does obviously look like a weave, look like he done grew his hair out a little bit. If that's him, I'm not sure, but this person here says Derrick Groves think that he is slick. Where is my reward at? Y'all know they upped the reward to 50K if anyone's seen him. Okay, now it's been 3 months since his ass escaped and nobody has seen him. Nobody's turned him in. So they keep upping the, the bounty for him being caught. But this person here believes that this could be Derrick Groves. What do y'all think by looking at the picture? Y'all think that's Derrick Groves? Okay. Somebody said, why post this? That are y'all trying to get a reward or something? Hell yeah, $50,000. That's easy money. Be like, yeah, that nigga work over there at Kroger. Over there on aisle 6, go on over there and get your 50 racks. Make sure y'all call the right number. Because y'all know we done covered this a few times where you be calling 911 and you have to call Crime Stoppers. And they be on some bullshit and not want to pay your money because you ain't call Crime Stoppers versus calling 911. So if you on that kind of time, see, that's what make people get charges upon them when y'all be playing with people money like that. You get excited and the first thing you think about is 911. You don't be knowing the fucking number for Crime Stoppers, but everybody know the number for 911. Then be like, yeah, we can't pay you because you ain't called the right number to turn it in, bitch. Okay. Don't it look like him married? It do, right? I don't know. Do I need to go ahead and call down there and be like, look, I think I might know where he is, okay? I think I might know. He down there at the Kroger. Okay, down there at the Kroger with his good little lace front pushed back over there ringing folk up. But yeah, child. So if y'all have seen him at any Kroger, then y'all go ahead and turn his ass in and get that money, okay? $50,000, girl. Christmas time is coming up quick, all right? Christmas time's coming up. Halloween's coming up. We got Thanksgiving coming up. All right. Go on. Hey, shit. Get your money up. I ain't about to block nobody change out here. Child. All right. Tiffany Haddish is acting up down at the Subway. Let's get into that. Tiffany Haddish out here acting up over some damn pastrami at the Subway. And the workers down there done cussed her ass out. Do anybody even eat pastrami? I'm like, who eat pastrami? Don't nobody eat that shit. That's some white people food. I don't know damn pastrami. I don't even eat Subway. If I want a sub, I go to Publix down the street from my damn house. All right. Everybody know Publix is a great, they slow as hell. Now they have all the, senior citizens back there making the sandwiches and shit. So if you go in there on your lunch break, be prepared to get rolled up when your ass get back to work because they slow as fuck back there. But the sandwiches are good. Well, I get a wrap because I can't take all that fucking bread. But the wraps, okay, that's tomato. What is it? Tomato wrap? Shit, that'd be good. Okay. Well, tomato wrap be everything. But I get my subs and stuff. When I get my sub for my husband or my son, they want it from Publix, honey. They be like, do not go to Subway. They don't do no fucking Subway. Okay. But somebody said I eat pastrami. Publix is it, right? Y'all know Publix be on it. Let's get into this though. All right. So shout out to where I see this at. I forgot where I saw this, y'all. Shit. Oh, hip hop something, child. I have to get the name here in a second. But a woman who works at Subway goes off on an actress or on actress rather, Tiffany Haddish, after she allegedly became upset that they no longer sell pastrami. Now they're saying that 8 years ago they stopped selling it at Subway. I don't know. I stopped eating there after Subway came out with this whole thing about the tuna was fake something. All right, something going on with the meat. And I was just like, you ain't got but one time to tell me there's something going on with y'all food, and bitch, I'm never eating there again. I used to like Subway. I used to get the tuna subs, okay? I sure did. And I was just like, yeah, after I heard that some of y'all meat, don't be real or something going on with y'all meat, I was like, bitch, no. Let me go on over here to Publix and see what they talking about. Yeah, I might pay a little more, but, I'll still be around to talk about it. So let's get into it, child, because they snapped off on Tiffany Haddish, child.
Other lady, they play on I don't know, I forgot, but they so rude. Here go Tiffany Haddish right here. She mad we didn't have no pastrami, so she got mad and left. There she is, y'all. There she is, rude bitch. Rude. The hand, y'all see she hollering. Other lady, they play on I don't know, I forgot, but they so rude. Here go Tiffany Haddish right here. She mad we didn't have no pastrami, so she got mad and left. There she is, y'all. There she is, rude bitch.
Wow.
Rude. The hand, other lady, they play on
y'all, that is crazy, right? So they said that Tiffany Haddish and the other lady from the movie Taken from that was kidnapped from the movie Taken or something like that, says it was very rude today. Says that all we did was complimented them and damn, why is that over there? All we did was complimented them. Speak said, but I guess that she was upset because we didn't have any more pastrami. And she said she told her that we haven't sold pastrami, because I already read this. She told them that they had not sold pastrami in over 8 years now. So she came in and wanting a sub that had pastrami on it, and they told her they didn't have it. So she starts, spazzing out and talking crazy and slick. And they ran her ass up out of there. And then, as you guys can see, cussed out and called her a whole rude bitch. I'm like, damn, over some damn pastrami, girl, you could have went anywhere. But what y'all think? What y'all think about that? Y'all can put it in the chat, child. We're gonna move on. She was fussing back at him. Y'all see that? But she sure kept walking though. She ain't stop and talk. She, that's how you got to do when you scurry. You got to keep walking and talk, just in case somebody let off on your ass. I'm moving on now, child. Meagan Good is out here telling everybody that she is in love. Yeah, pastrami is nasty. I don't eat that. Child, that's like bologna. I don't even eat bologna. Like, keep that. No. All right. Meagan Good, honey, reveals that she has a new tattoo that says Johnny's girl, honey. So you in love when you start getting the tattoos and all that. So I also found out that Meagan Good is still paying Jonathan Major's bills, y'all. She's also paying his child support every month to keep him out of jail, because his baby mama done put his ass on child support. He got a baby from a Becky. So she's paying the child support. She is also paying his bills for his dogs to go to like a dog spa. Like, bitch, them dogs better go in there and sit down. I'm not paying for no damn dog spa, and you ain't got the money to do it. Like, that's going to be a bill that we're going to have to just take up off here. All right. So Meagan Good is fronting all the bills. I said, no wonder he hurried up and married her ass so he can secure the bag, because he was about to go to jail for child support. But she called up his child support because he was behind after Hollywood kind of stopped fucking with him a little bit. Y'all remember after he hit his last girlfriend, Grace Jabari, and that whole situation went to court and he was charged and all this other stuff. So Hollywood stopped hiring him for jobs, and his money kind of was looking funny. But Meagan Good, they said, stepped up and was paying his bills. This was before they got married, and she's still doing it, they're saying, even after. Okay. I don't know, child. But whatever. So now she is showing that she has a tattoo of her man. Okay.
Tattoos?
I have lots of tattoos. This one's Jonathan's writing that says "Lover, Believer, Wild."
Whoa.
This is actually a new one that nobody know about, but now the world's gonna know. This one says Johnny's girl.
Whoa. I love that. That's hot though. Like,
yo, with all due respect, can I see that again? No, not like that. Show the Jackie. I won't look.
Oh, is that his writing as well? It is his writing, yes.
Wow.
That's crazy.
My godfather's number, Jim Brown was my godpop, so that's that.
Yo, you in love.
This one says forgiven. In Hebrew, this one is Roman 14. 15. I have to think about it. As he who has faith, have it to himself before God. Happy is he who does not condemn himself in what he approves. Meaning, Lord. Have a relationship with God, not a religion. I mean, to each his own, but like really know what God is saying to you.
That's right.
And then I have a lion over here. I think everyone thinks it's Simba, but it's not.
It's your Lion King. What up?
Is that your Leo tattoo?
It is, but I also have this lion here with a crown.
Give him the tattoos.
So y'all see that? She done went and got Johnny's girl. So she said, hey, Jonathan Majors, y'all know she and Jonathan are married now. So she done put on that Johnny's girl. And it says it is in his handwriting. Okay. It says that it's in his handwriting. Okay. It says reveals that she now, Meagan Good reveals that she now has a tattoo that says Johnny girl in Jonathan Majors handwriting. Okay. That seems like a little controlling a little bit. I don't know. Not let her get whatever handwriting she wanted. Maybe she did agree to it. I don't know. But shout out to Hollywood Unlocked for that. So she's revealing that she does have many tattoos. Okay.
Give him the tattoos.
I have lots of tattoos. This one.
All right, so we just saw that, but she has the tattoo in his handwriting. So he's putting his stamp on her like, this is my woman. You can tell the two of them in love. She seems to be really in love with him. It is what it is. They're talking about having children. Shout out to them, okay? I ain't mad. Do what you do, child. Keep paying the child support and all that. Just don't piss him off because he do have hands for women. That's all I do know, okay? So shout out to them, honey. Shout out to them. What y'all think, honey? Put it in there. All right, so imagine getting behind on your rent, honey, and your landlord tell you, come on over here tonight and we're going to go ahead and chop that bill on down. That's what happened with this next topic, child. A woman in Chicago put her landlord on blast for being unprofessional after she said that she could not pay that $1,500 rent to him. So he's like, don't worry about it. Come on over here tonight and don't wear no drawers when you come. And yeah, you might come. All right, when you get here, when you come, you might come and don't wear no drawers when you get here. And we're going to go ahead and knock something off the bill, if not knock it all off, depending on how you put in that good work when you get here. Okay. Yeah, that's what her landlord has said. She saved the text messages. Unfortunate for him, he texted this to her and she saved it. So I guess she's going to use that as a means to blackmail his ass into maybe getting a few more months of rent on his ass. Let's get into it. Because when I saw this, I said, I know you lying. So a Chicago woman puts her landlord on blast for being unprofessional after she says she could not pay $1,500. So let's read these messages, child. Now her name is Yana Honestly, and baby, she was honest. Let's get into it. It said exposing my landlord because clearly this is unprofessional as F. All right. So at according to 5:56 p.m. is when this began. It says that Tiana said that we still got a problem. This is the landlord in the light colored here. And then she responds in the blue. Said, Tiana, we still have a problem. Says that I told you before that I needed that 150 by today, or we're going to have an issue. All right. She responds by saying, well, I told you that I don't have $1,500 right now. How you tell your landlord you ain't got it? Like, what the hell? All right. So he responds by saying, okay, well, you still owe me $1,200. But listen, okay, now here's the proposition. If you want to come by my place tonight, we can have a little date, spend some time, and we can call it even on the rent. Y'all know what that means. You got to do some throat crunches to knock something off the rent. Women, y'all ever had to do some throat crunches to knock something off the bill? Let's continue, child. I don't want to bring back memories for nobody. Says it. So you want me to sleep with you instead of paying my rent? This is what she's asking the landlord. He says, I'm saying that we can handle it in private. Now, why I can't? Okay. Says that you don't have to worry about rent this month if we do. Meaning you ain't got to worry about shit. Now, you come over here, bring your good throat skills, and you ain't got to pay shit. Now, we done talked about this. This is what he's telling her. Child, what y'all think? Anybody ever been in a position like that? Or had to be in a position? I'm trying to get away from that. But damn, anybody ever had to be in a situation as such? So this person said, biatch better get to sucking the F. Said ain't shit free in life. This person here responds, what the hell? Says that she trying to expose him, but said that she broke the one who don't got $1,200. So this person said, bitch, you better get over there and get your something, all right? So you can get that bill knocked off, because bitch, you ain't gonna have nowhere to stay if you don't. You better go over there and get some stretch marks around your mouth, bitch, and knock that bill down. That's what this person here is saying. I said, that is such some, why are you out here giving out hoe advice to people? Why? I hate to know I got to toot it up just to have a place to stay. Like, that shit is just, it's too much. But you got some people out there that would do some strange things, child, for a little bit of change or something off the rent. just because. And you get into a lot of people do things, desperate measures, desperate things, desperate measures, as they say. Okay. So, of course, we don't have an update to see if she still, got a roof over her head. Okay. So, but as we do, we will definitely spin the block on that. So what do y'all think about that? That is just inappropriate. But hey, they are grown. And maybe he just ain't had no good love in his life. And maybe he been watching her for quite some time. Because according to her profile picture, from what I can see, she's not a bad looking girl, no homo. But it gives that, hey, he's like, look, you want to knock some off the bill, baby? Come on over here. I got you. All right. We ain't got to argue about this shit. Just come over here. Don't wear no draws. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. It ain't going to take me 5 minutes. Shit. Because he probably going to already be on ready. He done probably took that green pill or the blue pill and everything. By the time her ass walking the door, it's, hey, in and out. That's going to be a one and done. All right. Boom, boom, bam. Boom, boom, boom. And you out the door. Shit. No rent that month. Okay. You going to ooh off about 2 seconds and you gone, girl. So do what you got to do. I ain't mad, y'all. I ain't mad. What y'all think? Put it in the comments. Let's move on, honey. Now, Vince is speaking up. Now, you guys remember Tamar and Vince used to be married. They used to have a reality show, So now, of course, they're saying that one of the reasons why Tamar and Vince broke up is because they said that Vince was being physically abusive towards Tamar, okay? Tamar is a handful. Now, I do not condone any man putting his hands on a woman or a woman putting her hands on a man. Tamar be provoking people like hell. All right, Vince, they said Vince, once he lost that weight, he started turning into Ike Turner. But Vince is speaking out and he's saying, according to Braxton Family Value fan post, that he did not put his hands on Tamar because he saw her as the mother of his child. Now, I'm going to also read to you guys the next post where Tamar's mother came forward to say that she actually used to stay with Tamar and Vince because she used to babysit their child while Tamar and Vince were working. And she said that she witnessed a few times where Vince was being physically abusive towards Tamar. All right. I don't like that shit. I do remember they had an altercation in the car where they were arguing. And I think they said that Vince maybe tried to mush her or something of that effect. And Tamar bit his hands. And he called the police and pressed charges on her. So there was some type of tension and or domestic situations between the two of them because that is documented. I did cover that. It was all on TMZ and everywhere. I think CNN picked it up as well. But they have had some contention in their relationship and their marriage. And it's no surprise that the two of them did divorce. I feel like Tamar wanted to be with Vince because he could help her career. And I feel like Vince wanted to be with Tamar because she can also help his career as well. Y'all know during the time that he and Tamar got together, he was managing Lady Gaga. That's when she was popping back then. And shit, I'm a huge fan of Lady Gaga. She's weird as hell, but she make very good music. And she made him millions of dollars. So Tamar was able to live that plush lifestyle. And I feel like she was mad because Vince did not kind of, make her career be as big as it is now. Or bigger. Okay. She saw herself as being a bigger star than Tony. And she felt that Vince, being her husband, could have pushed her in that direction. But I didn't think he wanted her to be as big as Tony because then he maybe felt like he did not have as much as control. You know how some men, and I always say, don't mix business with pleasure. I feel like maybe you shouldn't have had Vince as your manager and all this. I feel like his hands was too much in it. So that when you guys broke up, your career kind of took a little hit, but then she kind of went on her own and she kind of got things up and started again. But let's go ahead and read it to what Vince had to say because he has since spoken out. You guys also know, if you don't know, I told you that she and Vince have they're trying to reconcile their relationship. People are going back now. They're saying shit out there in them streets. That's what they say. Y'all see Eva and her husband, ex-husband, soon to be now new husband again, Mike Sterling. They get ready to get married again. They reconnected and rekindled their relationship. Now Vince has moved from California to Atlanta, where Tamar now resides, to be closer to her and their son because they're trying to work on their relationship as well. So I'm for it if you can work it out. I've never been that type to go back. But let's go ahead and get into what Vince had to say. Okay. Vince Herbert has spoken out to clear the air about long-standing rumors surrounding his marriage to Tamar Braxton. The Grammy-winning producer revealed that he has never abused towards Tamar, firmly stating, he said, "I would never harm the mother of my child." Vince admitted that, like any couple, that he and Tamar had their share of heated arguments, but he emphasized that things never turned physical between them. Now we got to, yes, did, because, it said that you put your hands on a little bit in the car and she bit your hand because you tried to put your hand over her mouth or something like that to stop her from talking. And she bit his fingers. He called the police. So that's a whole police report on that. Moving on, said that he also addressed where the negative narrative came from, pointing out that Evelyn Braxton, which is their mother, and other members of the Braxton family helped shape the conception of him. Now, Vince expressed that while their marriage had challenges, that the allegations of abuse were simply not true. Because for a long time, people was like, that nigga, I know he didn't. Y'all know her fans snapped off on his ass like, bitch, I know you didn't put your hands on her. But if you watch their show, you could tell that he was very controlling of her. He would always tell her to hush. He would always talk to Tamar like she was a child. She was very mild. She used to get on my fucking nerves. But at the end of the day, do I feel like it's ever right for you to ever take it to the point of being, you know, in a domestic situation? Hell no. Because she is an adult just like you. She can talk as much as she wants, as annoying as Tamar is. And I totally get it, but I don't get if you put your hands on a person. All right. So let's continue on because he's saying he never put his hands on her. Let's go ahead and read up on some other shit that I pulled in corroboration to this topic. That mama put it out there that she witnessed. She said one of the incidences where she, you know, had to go in there and damn near bust the door down when they was in the room arguing, and she heard some commotion going on where it sounded like he was putting hands on her. And she said she had to go in there and save her daughter because Vince was putting hands on. This is what the mama said. All right. So let's go ahead and read according to Essence. Said it has been some time since news broke that Tamar Braxton filed for her divorce from her husband, Vincent Herbert, but now the singer is speaking out. Now, in a message post to Instagram, the 40-year-old addressed the news of her separation and cleared the air about what fans may have to say about her decision to leave Vince. All right, so that sometimes we stay married for face value or to say that we didn't, but the truth is it couldn't be more broken and further apart than we are now. Even on our anniversary, she wrote, said that you can say that he did this and he did that, but I put up with this and I suffered and endured this for so long. But the truth is that this was your choice to stay. Said that we got so caught up in said that we are winning in love and we are losing a battle that doesn't have anything to do with us. Continuing on, said that Tamar and Vincent met in 2003 after being introduced by her famous sister Toni. Said that the couple wed in 2008 and welcomed their son Logan together in 2013, 1 month after announcing that she was retiring from music to save her marriage. And just one month shy of their 9th wedding anniversary, the Maryland native filed for divorce from the music executive, which we all know to be Vince. She goes on to say, I decided that I didn't want to be married for the sake of saying so. I wanted to have a relationship, someone to share my and our dreams, our success, our failures, our past, present, or future with. Says, and not finding out shit online. She said that some of us have been living a lie. This is what she had to say. All right. So last week, Tamar's mother, Evelyn, had stern words for Herbert, asking that he kept his hands off her child before either one of them got hurt. So it sounds like she's alluding to that Vince was putting hands on Tamar. Said that it seems that with this Tamar's message that she's leaving it all out on the table for good. Said that none of this is okay. And while I'm not pushing anyone out the door, I'm just telling you what has pushed me out of mine. Said that this last time was the last time. So it sounds like they had some very tense moments and she filed for divorce. Okay. Now, according to Gossip, let's get into this because this is where Evelyn Braxton speaks up on the ABU situation between Tamar and Vince. Okay. Child. This is great. This is good, ain't it? There's some good stuff today. All right. So coming up on my screen, according to Gossip, Evelyn Braxton doubles down on Vincent Herbert ABU's claims. All right, let's read up on it. So Tamar Braxton's mother is adamant that a history of emotional and physical abuse ended her daughter's marriage. Now, as previously reported, Evelyn Braxton told Vince via TMZ to keep his hands off her child before he unalives her. Oh, that sounds serious, right? Now, after rumors that Tamar refused to film with Evelyn because she broke the news on the alleged ABU, said that Evelyn's speaking out further and doubling down on the allegations. So I think that's something that maybe Tamar wanted to stay private. But when Evelyn, which is their mother, went to TMZ and revealed that there was some ABUs, physical ABUs going on where Vince was putting hands on Tamar and could possibly unalive her, Tamar was upset with her mother for quite some time, wasn't speaking to her. I remember when all this happened. But now they're in a good space. As you guys can see, they're always filming together. Miss Evelyn has a cooking show. Tamar is always there. So it said that the Braxton matriarch spoke exclusively to the griot and told them that the couple's been trying to hide the alleged ABUs for years, but she has the audacity to tell the truth. All right. So that furthermore, Evelyn alleges that Vince blamed Tamar's mouth for the abuse. See? Now, I ain't condoning that shit at all. I ain't condoning it. You guys watch the show, so y'all know. Says that when asked if she ever addressed Herbert over his alleged ABU, said Evelyn Braxton, who temporarily lived in the couple's Los Angeles home, says his response was always that Tamar's mouth was to blame. Y'all heard that on the show, okay? Said it's always, it's Tamar's mouth. This is what she said, and Vince said, it's always someone else. Said that does not give you the right to abuse her. Said that everybody has a mouth. Everyone should have the right to say what they want. Said, are you trying to beat her into submissiveness? This is what Evelyn asked Vince. Said that no one has the right, she says. All right, that's what the mama said. And said that her sisters tried to also intervene when Vince was putting hands on Tamar. Said that her sisters have been trying to fight Vince for a long time, but it was always denied. Now, you guys also know that they had to change the name too from Braxton Family Values to the Braxtons because of some type of contractual situation where Tamar and Vince owned the rights to the name, the song that was on, the We Are the Braxtons and We'll See that song. That song was owned by Tamar and Vince. So they had to switch some things because they decided they did not want to work with Tamar and Vince anymore because he owns the rights to said show and to the song, okay? So they had to work some shit out with Vince. Now, going on, it says that remember that Boss exclusive about Vince allegedly biting Tamar during a fight at the Atlanta Ritz-Carlton. I just told y'all about that. Said that Miss Braxton confirmed that the story's true and that added that she's using the opportunity to speak out on domestic violence against not only her daughter, but other women. She adds that she and Tamar are fine now and talking and hugging. She said, I think too many women are ABUs and it's high time that we stand up and stop this madness. She told a Griot, said, do you know how many women are unalive each year? Said, I just don't want Tamar to be a part of that. Said, if anything happens to Tamar, that's Logan's, meaning Tamar and Vince's son, loss. It says that that's my loss. That's her family's loss. I don't want that kind of pain, according to what the mother said. Said, enough is enough. I don't care how much they smile. I don't care how much they pretend. So they're saying that what we saw on TV was a lot of that was pretending on the Tamar and Vince show behind the scenes, according to what the mother and the sisters were trying to say, is that Vince was putting hands on Tamar behind the scenes. And the mother says that according to her staying with them, a lot of things she saw and or witnessed. But Vince is saying that shit never happened. So I don't know who to believe. There's always three sides to every story, okay? Your truth, their truth, and then the real truth, okay? I don't know. So y'all can put it up what y'all think. I don't know. So shout out to Vince and Tamar for trying to work shit out. Hopefully everybody keep their hands to themselves. Tamar, hopefully you're going to counseling and working on your mouth because you are a lot, honey. Even your sisters say the same stuff. Even your mama threatened to slap the piss out of you on national television. So we know that you are very problematic. And Vince, hopefully you got your anger under control where you don't let Tamar trigger you and y'all be up and fighting and shit again. Because y'all know every situation and every relationship that Tamar's been in since she and Vince divorced, the shit never worked out. So maybe he's her one. Maybe they just needed some time apart to grow. Because y'all know they say absence make the heart grow fonder. Maybe Tamar's grown some. I haven't seen it yet. But maybe Vince has grown as well. Okay. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. Moving along. Not sure why Ralph, okay, Drew Sidora's husband Ralph, will not allow her to date who the fuck she wants to after it's been already put out there that Ralph be bringing women in the basement. Drew said that she checked the log because they are in a gated community and several women have signed on that log as to going to her home to be in the basement with Ralph. So anybody that Drew is connected to male-wise, Ralph is going to come out and put it out there. So in this situation here, it's saying that Ralph is putting out someone else, saying that Drew is dating the guy from Summer House named Carl Rack. Okay, he's a white guy. Okay, didn't know she played in the snow, but let's get into it. According to Real Housewives of Atlanta fan page, it says that the drama between Ralph Pittman and Drew Sidora says that one of the most popular couples on Real Housewives of Atlanta has just taken a drastic turn when Ralph suddenly accused Drew, his wife, in the process of divorce, of secretly dating Summer House star Carl Raddick. And y'all know everybody that they bring up to say that Drew is dating. She said, no, that's a lie. Y'all remember on Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion where they were saying that she was seeing some guy named Black. They also talked about it on the show. She denied it just by saying, oh, he's just my friend. Okay. Well, sometimes friends do be doing some things they shouldn't be doing. And maybe Ralph saw some shit, which he can't talk if he's dating too. Drew did say she was dating. So if she's dating a guy that, at least he got a job. He white or whatever. It is what it is. Love is love. Shit, I don't judge nobody. Now, they say in a recent interview, Ralph shocked fans when he claimed that Drew had betrayed his trust by secretly dating Carl Raddick. while the two had not yet officially completed their divorce proceedings. He says, I can't believe that Drew, who was my life partner, who could do this while we were still in the process of resolving legal issues. According to Ralph, says that he is very much so disappointed by the news of Drew possibly dating this guy from Summer House. What y'all think? He's nice. He's a nice looking white guy. I ain't gonna hold you. At least you got some taste. Okay. I ain't mad, Drew. I ain't mad. If you want to play in the snow child, at least get a fine one in some with some money, okay? I don't know. What y'all think? I'm sick of Ralph. I am too. The nigga went out here and wrote a song. Obviously, he still wants Drew. I think it pains him to see that she's with somebody else. So I think he'd run out here and get somebody else to toughen the blow. But I feel like if Drew told him, you know what, Ralph, I'm tired of this shit. Let's work it out. I feel like he would. I really do. He's a bitch ass nigga, just like Martell. And he don't want to see Drew with nobody else and to see her happy. That's how Martell was when Mel and Martell broke up. Anybody that he thought Mel was with, he was trying to put it out there. Oh, yeah, she's with this person. She's dating this person. She's with the security guard. She's with this person. I was just like, nigga, why do you care? You stepped out and had a whole motherfucking child on her, and now everybody that you think she's with, you want to put it out there like that's, going to help soften the blow of the shit that you did? Like, no. Ralph, you done stepped out. I mean, we ain't forgot about Tampa. We ain't forgot about all the other shit that you were doing. Like, stop it. She deserved to go out here and get her back cracked. Hell, I wouldn't give a damn if she was dating 10 people at the same time. It still won't equate to the bullshit you put her through. Moving along. All right. Sarah Rivers, formerly known as Sarah Stokes from Making the Band. She has now spoken about her defeat, child, in this Diddy case. Let's get into that. But before we go ahead and get into that, let me go ahead and pull it up. We're going to go ahead and have our, because my mods are directing me that we do need a jam session. And let's go ahead and get on into it, okay? Because I do listen to my mods, all right? If I don't listen to nobody else, I do listen to them. Let's get into it. Y'all go ahead and tap on that like button. Step out, tap on the like, and come on back, all right? So we can finish our show because we have some other great topics that we got to get through. All right, again, if you did not tap on that like before you came in, go ahead and do that so we can get the likes up, push this video out into the algorithm because we do have some very, very good topics to talk about. All right, let's get it. And let's go. Tapped on that like, and I hope y'all enjoyed that little selection. All right, little house music to wake everybody up. Let's get on back into the show. All right, we were just talking about Sarah Rivers, formerly known as Sarah Stokes, from the group Making the Band, from the show Making the Band, all right, where she worked with Diddy. She was in the group with Babs and all the other group members. We kind of talked about her, I think, yesterday as well. I revealed to you guys that if you guys go over on Art of Dialogue, you guys will see interviews out there where it was revealed that she was also sleeping with Diddy. In addition to sleeping with Diddy, she was also sleeping with Freddie P. And some other people in the industry that was revealed. I think it was Bobby Valentino or somebody else who they said that she was sleeping with at a hotel. If I got the name wrong, child, allegedly. But they said that Sarah Honey was a little loosey-goosey while she was in the industry back then, while she was married with kids. All right. But let's get into this because she filed a lawsuit against Diddy, a $60 million lawsuit. Shout out to Ice Cream Combos. And I said that Sarah Rivers isn't backing down. Now, a judge just dismissed most of her $60 million lawsuit against Diddy, but one claim still stands. Said that she took to IG with a fiery message saying that she will not be silenced and vows to keep fighting. They said, what do you think about this case? Now, this is that most of her claim was dismissed without prejudice, meaning that she could not come back and refile it. But there was still some claims that was in her lawsuit that was not dismissed without prejudice, which means that she and her lawyers are appealing it, and they're coming back still after Diddy. She wants a payday out of this because obviously the time limit for her to have filed something back then is gone. But so now the only thing that she will get is a payout if she gets a payout. All right. Diddy seems to be winning in this, but let's get into what she had to say. She's still beautiful, all right? But do I think she's going to get some money? We don't know. Let's see. Let's get into it. This is Sarah, honey.
Today, the courts dismissed some of the claims, but not all of them. The most serious and personal claim, sexual assault, Mr. Combs, it remains very much alive. This fight was never about headlines. It's about truth, accountability, and justice. For me and for every other survivor that has been told that they should just give up. I will not be silenced, and I will not be intimidated, and I will see this thing through. Thank you to everyone that has been standing with me. The journey continues. Oh, and don't think because y'all got all that unlimited amount of baby oil that y'all gonna slide through this. And for those that have been trying to defame me with those false stories, the truth will be out. Best believe it. Today,
Okay,
the court.
I hear that. Baby, she threw that baby oil in there. Don't think because you got a lot of baby oil that you're going to slide up out of this case. All right, bitch, you're going to pay me. That's what she's trying to say. So that's what she had to say. She is upset that her case did not go in the direction she wanted it to go. I think she really thought she was going to get 60 million, but damn, these videos is popping up on YouTube on Art of Dialogue and other pages out there on YouTube is starting to really poke some holes into her story because you're saying that you were done, that you were treated unfairly and Diddy did all these things to you. But then when you have Fred and Chopper coming out here saying, nah, you going upstairs getting your wig knocked back, baby, by Diddy, and coming downstairs with your hair all disheveled and your makeup and your eyeliner and shit smeared and your lipstick smeared and all that, like you had your mouth in places it probably shouldn't have been. And then you want to go out here now and file a lawsuit. Even Chopper was like, nah, Sarah was getting fucked back then, and she had a whole husband. So not sure why she's going after Diddy, but they are speaking out, and I'm not sure why they're talking about it like that because I thought that they were all cool, but I'm not sure what the hell happened between them and between time of making the band and now. But Freddie P and Chopper, they on her ass. I was like, damn, what is going on with y'all? What is going on with y'all? They are really throwing her ass under the bus. So Sarah, y'all know she is now divorced from her husband that she was married to while they were on the show. Sarah also served some time in jail for quite some time as well. For her husband, it was for a domestic situation where she jumped on her husband and put her hands on him. He filed charges on her, so she went to jail. Upon her getting out of jail, divorce was filed, and she is now divorced. So she's back to Sarah Rivers versus Stokes, which is what her name was when she was on Making the Band. So for those of you that didn't know why her name was changed, that's why she changed her name back to her maiden name, which is Rivers, because she and her husband, who she was married to on Making the Band, they did go ahead and divorce. Her children are grown, and she's still trying to get her music career off the ground. But I feel like Diddy may have blackballed her. Y'all know how he do, honey, when he fall out with people in the industry. So that's really why you haven't heard much about her. She does have a YouTube channel. For those of you that care, you can go over there and look and see whatever updates she has going on with her. Okay, I do follow her, so that's how I know. She is also on TikTok, so y'all can pull her up under Sarah Rivers if you care. All right, but that's what she had to say. We'll see what the update is on that. They have filed an appeal, as I told you guys, in this case, so we'll see what happens. If she loses that appeal or if she wins, I'll spin the block and give you guys an update, okay? Let's continue on. What up, schoolboy? What up, schoolboy? All right, let's get on with the show. All right. So there's another update. I'm so tired of talking about this T-Hood shit, y'all. I'm so tired of talking about this. Like, can somebody go to jail already? Okay. Like, I don't know. I'm tired of this. Y'all know Kirk and Rasheeda's son is facing some possible unaliving charges because Kirk's daughter, what's the child name? What is her name? Kelsey was physically abused by T-Hood. Let me go ahead and pull it up on my screen so y'all can see. For those of you who, if your spaceship just landed, baby, because you should have heard about this case by now. I've talked about it all this week. I talked about it last week when it happened. I've been trying to give you guys every single solitary detail as related to this case. And we have a little bit more according to Gossip of the City. We're going to go ahead and read that. Let's give them a shout out because that's what we're going to look. But this is Kelsey up here. This is Kirk's daughter that was seen in the video being abused by T-Hood, which has now been unalived by Kirk and Rasheeda's son named Kai. All right. Everybody follow me now? So let's go ahead and get into the post that was just put out by Gossip of the City. It says now 14 hours ago. Let's go ahead and read it. According to this post, it says, all right, so let's read first over here. T-Hood's sister speaks out after our video went viral of him abusing Kirk Frost's daughter. It said that his family has been in my DM saying how I'm now being biased and trying to paint him to be the bad guy. Well, I mean, videos don't lie. I'm just saying. Now, just to be clear, it says that's incorrect. It said that when they originally came to me, I posted their side of the story first. It's my duty to post the other side of the story too and let you guys decide on it. See, they just Gossip of the City just putting out whatever news that they're getting, and he's being attacked, or whoever's behind Gossip of the City's page is being attacked by T-Hood's family because they don't want him painted as this person as being the aggressor or the cause of this situation happening when he's already in another open case of him being pow because it was said that he was aggressive towards another female, which caused him to be pow in that incident as well. I mean, so who's the problem here? I'm sorry. And I hope his family don't come on my page because I am open to cussing anybody the fuck out if you do. I'm just doing what Gossip of the City is doing, which is keeping everyone abreast on what's going on in this situation. I'm reporting what I see verbatim from TMZ and any other publication, and I'm not adding any of my, I'm not adding anything to it. I mean, my commentary, yes, but it's based on what we're seeing and or any evidence that's been put out there. Okay, so I hope none of his family, you know, be on that bullshit and want to be froggy and coming up over here on that because I'm not above it. And we do carry, okay? So don't be on that shit because I'm hood too. I got a little hood in me too. All right, but let's continue because people like to take that shit street. We can be street too. I'm sorry. We ain't never scared. Anyway, so when they originally came to me, we read that right. See, I got mad. Now it says that the family claims that T-Hood was abused too. Okay, but they have yet to send over any proof that he was abused by Kirk Frost's daughter, and even if they did, says that I doubt you guys would care. So now what they're trying to do is, of course, Gossip of the City, shout out to them. They are putting out everything that's been sent to them from T-Hood's family, and they're also putting out what other publications are saying happened in this situation between Kelsey and T-Hood. All I know is I saw a video of this nigga coming in the door and jumping over there on her ass and doing all the shit that he was doing. He hit her, he punched her, he beat her like a fucking man. And I do not condone that in any sense of the word. It was wrong. Yes, we did see a video of her yesterday. Looked like she was fired up. She was cussing his ass out. I ain't never seen no charges or nobody cussing nobody out. You can cuss out people all day long as you don't threaten somebody. Did she push him? I did see that. Now, that could have initiated him doing whatever he did, and I'm not excusing what he did, but sometimes when you put your hands on a person, it's trigger. It will cause them to snap off on your ass. But let's go ahead and read on what's being said here on Gospel of the City. All right. Fair use. Let me go on trigger water banner up because I don't know how deep this shit gonna get, and I want to make sure we are covered, honey, because, baby, this whole situation has been a lot. From the pictures that I shared, from everything, like everything has been a lot. Let's get into it. Said that let's get this clear. My mother isn't big on texting like a few. Said that she will pick up the phone and call you or physically come to the situation herself if need be. Is that a threat? Said that bash all you want, but it still doesn't make sense to the primary suspect nor ever being in custody. Never was he in question. Said that if it's still self-defense, where is he? Said it's a unaliving case, homicide. It says it's not a domestic violence case. So, like I am asking, I want to see the day that he passed away. Says that not old videos of the friend holding on to or withheld until she felt herself to release them. Said that if that didn't make no sense, but said if it's self-defense, why did Kelsey herself say that he was leaving? Said that why is she still screaming that she loved my brother? So it sounds like T-Hood's sister is now speaking out as well. Said that nobody knows their relationship but them and God. Well, a lot of people know of things that happened because a video was released. Granted, the video that was released of him jumping on her appeared to be old because he did have on this long sleeves overcoat. Like, I don't know anybody walking around in 90 degree, 100 degree weather in a fucking overcoat like that. I hope not in Atlanta weather, because it's hot as fuck here, and this is where they are. Okay, so the video did appear to be old. Whoever released it shows that he did have a violent nature, which probably Rasheeda and Kirk's family, they probably doing it to show, hey, my son was within right to come up over there and regulate and do what he did because the nigga was putting hands on my daughter or my sister or whatever the case may be. So now it's like a battle of the families, of everybody trying to prove and or maybe justify the actions of whoever maybe was the aggressive or not as aggressive, or to say that, hey, such and such person did what they did because this nigga did what he did. Okay, that's pretty much what it boils down to. Let's continue because there's more. It goes on to say, and it sounds like this is T-Hood's sister still talking. It says that y'all comments don't affect me, but keep them going to bring awareness to the situation. Like I said before, domestic violence isn't okay, but neither is pow violence. Says that if they had that footage for this long from whatever winter, fall season that was, okay, says that why not, as the rich family seeks higher help, okay, said the restraining order, court arrangement. Says, I don't know if my friends knew that I was going through such a situation or more. Said that why not sit me down and maybe suggest rehabilitation. Now, there are text messages that were sent to T-Hood's mother. I read them on my channel, where Kelsey, which is Kirk Frost's daughter, was telling her meaning the mother, that her son was putting hands on her and she was tired of the bullshit and she was putting him out of her house. The only thing that the mother said, which I thought was very crazy, was okay then. Like, no surprise, no shocking, nothing. Like, oh my God, he putting hands on you? Why? I'm coming over there. I know my son didn't do no shit like that. We didn't get that. She just gave us okay. Like, this is some shit that she's heard before, or like I said yesterday, a mother knows her son. So she didn't seem as shocked that this nigga was out here doing this, because as I said before, TMZ just broke a story where the nigga was doing it to another girl and a pow situation was off. And there also is, as I said before, another case that's still open and pending where the nigga was pow just this year back in May. We just in August. So the nigga was pow in May, and that case is still an open case. So you didn't learn from the first situation. You done took your ass over there and did the same shit again to someone else, and now your life has been taken, and now we got to play victim, and we got to sit here and hear the family say, okay, Kirk and Rasheeda's son. I feel like the brother did what a brother should do. Now, am I saying that I feel someone's life should be taken? No. But in the heat of the moment, a brother is going to take care of and or defend his sister in whatever way he feels is deemed necessary. I got brothers, I get it. Okay? That go for anybody else out there. He should have been putting his hands on her, and an aggressive nature in which we saw him doing that shit was too much. And if the brother came over there to try to regulate some shit and try to stop him, I see him turning his anger towards him. And if he came over there with that heat, then he probably went to blazing. And they're saying, from what I hear, that T-Hood was walking towards going to get something out of a bag, which caused Kirk's son to let off on him the way he did. I don't know. I wasn't there. That is what is alleged. That's all we can do right now is allege. There's still an open investigation on this case. Let's continue on. 2025, I need y'all to stretch your ways of thinking. This is what the sister is still saying. Said that we didn't live there, but if the brother lived there, why not extend to the family before waiting to unalive someone? Says, I don't know. Y'all comments are just as questionable when you think of one side. They knew what was going on with footage. Still doesn't justify over unaliving 7 times hit to the body. Now, if he was going to get a pow, I'm gonna say this right here. Georgia is a stand your ground state. Let me go ahead and explain for y'all, for some of y'all that don't understand how this shit works. Okay, if it comes down to my life over yours, I got to do what I got to do. If we're in an argument and you say, all right, hold up right there, because I'm pretty sure there were some words that were exchanged, some threats that were made. If he came up over there trying to regulate the situation that was between Kelsey and T-Hood, I'm just saying hypothetically in my mind how shit play out, because he seemed to be very hot-headed. If he walked towards a bag, which we all know, if we in an argument, you tell me, wait right here, street code, any code, everybody know, bitch, you going to get something. So if it comes down to me protecting myself, I'm not going to sit here and watch you go get something and come back on me and then my life be taken. So maybe Kirk's son was thinking, bitch, you ain't about to get in that bag, because if you do, then with the frame of mind you have and your history of being a violent person, then you're going to get me first. So it comes down to me or you, and I feel like he did what he needed to do. That's why they're saying this could be a self-defense situation, because one, Georgia is a stand your ground state. Okay, Georgia is a stand your ground state. So we're going to see how this shit pans out. There is video evidence of him being aggressive and abusive towards this girl. And I'm so sorry that the family's talking about something. We didn't, y'all know this boy. Stop the fuck shit. Like, I'm sick of this. I'm tired of this case. I really am. And I get it that they are grieving because they lost a loved one, but accountability needs to be taken in this situation. All right. Everybody get where I'm going with this? That they probably said she probably told her, but let me look at some comments. All right. Let me look at some comments because I want to see what you guys saying. Said it ain't coming. Put me out. What? I don't know what y'all talking about right there. Let's read some comments because I want to see you guys and what you guys have to say. All right. So Schoolboy is saying that most ABUs people will stay and say that they love their ABUser. Like, stop acting like that doesn't happen. Absolutely. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. When you get with a person after a while, even though they are beating the brakes off your ass, sometimes you will stay and see that shit as love. Okay, you will. And that's what happened in this situation with Kelsey. In the video we played yesterday, all right, I don't want to play it no more because the language is too much. She was cussing him out. You could see him, you could hear him taunting her and throwing another girl in her face to make her think that this other girl was better than her. Okay, y'all know that would get to anybody, especially after you put up with as much shit with this person as you has, and then you got the audacity to be staying in my fucking house and then comparing me to a bitch that you messing with on the side, and I'm not supposed to feel away. These are the games that he was playing with her. So he was not only physically abusing her, but it was also mental as well, emotional, psychological abuse. Those things are a real thing, and it will set a person off. It will definitely set a person off. So he knew what he was doing. The family, they know this shit been going on too. So spare me this. Oh, y'all didn't know. Nah, that shit been going on. It's been going on. It's been going on. All right, let me see. It says, big sister, I'm listening to. Yes, God. And if anybody in my chat's ever been in an abusive situation, y'all know how this shit works. All right. I keep saying it's levels. It's levels to being in a abusive situation. Thank God I've never had to deal with that shit before because I'm just too strong of a person. I just don't put up with that shit. I don't like you raising your voice, and I'm going to stop you right there because you're not going to get to the point of putting your hands on me because I told you it's levels. When a person start raising a voice and walking up on you, then it becomes a push, and a push becomes a shove becomes a slap becomes a punch becomes a stomp. Like, y'all know how that shit works. And when you continue to stay in those situations, the person that's the abuser sees that it's okay, that you're not leaving. And they're 9 times out of 10, they're the one with the problem. So they are diverting their issues and or problems on you. And you become a punching bag and you stay in those situations and the shit gets worse. And now we see in this situation, someone lost their life. Because I feel like anyone that's in a situation, if you're a female, especially if you got brothers, they got every right to protect you because that's how we are raised. I was raised that way. You look out for the other. That's my blood. I ain't gonna never sit back and watch someone do something to my blood and I don't feel like I can protect them. Now, when I first saw this situation, I was like, oh shit, that little nigga is a little thug. I was thinking that about Rasheeda and Kirk's son because I've seen some other things about him as well. He a little street nigga too. He is. But as I started reading more into this and seeing more with this, and then where the family is coming out doing this victim shit with this boy, this T-Hood dude, like I was just like, I don't see no accountability here. I don't see no accountability. And then the video I saw with him putting hands on her, I was already sold. And then with TMZ releasing yesterday or day before that there's still an open case for him doing this to another female, and there's still an open investigation on that case too. Family, I need y'all to stop posting on social media and doing this victim shit because people are not sympathizing with you no more. Okay, and it's sad. Y'all did lose a loved one, but why did you lose a loved one? Why did you lose a loved one? Let's take accountability. Okay, keep your hands to yourself. You can argue without touching people. That's why I don't like to argue because then I want to touch somebody. I'm a fight. I'm not an arguer. I'm a fighter. I'm a reactor. That's just me. That's my nature. I don't want to argue. but I will reach out and touch a bitch. That's just me. So I don't put myself in situations to where I have to do that, because I do get hot-headed. I do. So I don't allow people to push me to that. But when you're in a situation with someone who is hothead, obviously Kelsey is a hothead as well. I saw the video yesterday. Get far away from situations like that, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you got to defend yourself, and then you're probably facing prison time. And ain't nobody got time for that. I feel like everybody that's watching me, we got 315 people. I think everybody watching me, y'all got shit to do in life. Not to be sitting in a prison thinking about day after day why I stayed with a motherfucker that was not worth my time and got me sitting in a situation that I ain't gonna be able to get out of for the next 25 years. Okay, it ain't worth it. Love don't hurt. Love don't abuse. Love don't play in your face like that. Kelsey should have left this situation a long time ago, and it sounds like she put up with a lot of shit. And I'm not just talking to the women, I'm talking about men, because men can be abused too by women. We have to grow up and realize and understand our worth. When you know your worth, you don't put up with shit like this. T-Hood, I'm sorry that you're not here no more, sir, but you were trash. And I'm going to say that, family, don't be mad. T-Hood was fucking trash. And I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Mama, you didn't raise him right. Or maybe you did, and maybe he just did what the fuck he wanted to. But at the end of the day, we ain't about to do this victim shit. And I don't care who get mad with me saying the nigga was trash. He was absolutely trash. I said it right here on my channel. Do something. That's how I feel. I'm sorry. Fuck that. The nigga was trash. Let's continue. Yeah, I'm saying it. And just so we can go ahead and verify it, because I don't like to just say shit without showing receipts. Let me go ahead and put it up there. TMZ already put the shit up there in case y'all didn't see it. Excuse me. I saved the post. Okay, the nigga looked like he's a menace. He was a menace. T-Hood brushed with unaliving months before fatal pow. He was already pow before and in the hospital. T-Hood was struck by pow just months before he was pow and unalived inside his home. Y'all see that? Said we obtained a police report in Georgia that states that T-Hood showed up to a hospital in late April. That was this year, with pow wounds. That's him in the hospital. Okay, here he is, May 3rd, 2025. So the report says that the DeKalb County Police Department was called to a Shell gas station for a report of a pow-powing. Cops say they encountered a woman with a pow injury to her leg and approximately 10 bullet shells casings in the parking lot and roadway. Police say about 25 minutes after the report and of the pow-powing came in, said that they were advised that a man later identified as T-Hood showed up at a nearby hospital with pow wounds. That's him again in the bed. Dated 5/3/2025. The report is from April 28th, and a few days later, T-Hood posted images on social media of himself in a hospital. Cops tell us that there is an open investigation into that pow-powing. So they're still investigating that. He was involved in that. This is him putting hands on Kelsey, the video that was released the other day. As previously reported, T-Hood was pow unalived in his Georgia home last week, and cops say that their suspect is Coi Leray Frost, which is Kirk and Rasheeda's son. Okay, all right. T-Hood was dating Kelsey Frost, which is Kirk's daughter, and there's video appearing to show him attacking her in the photos of Kelsey and with bruises. She had very bad bruises on her face, neck, all of that. Scratches on her face, neck, and chest. Her lip was very badly bruised and or bloody. It looked like he punched her in the mouth a few times. Now, cops are investigating the incident as a possible self-defense pow-powing. So, according to the laws and rules and regulations of having a pow and or your stand your ground, he may get off on unaliving T-Hood for protecting his sister. We'll see how that happens, whatever the case may be with that. Of course, I will come back and give you guys updates. Okay, let's move on. I'm so tired of talking about that case, y'all, but as a content creator, we got to keep you guys updated on what's going on. All right, I just know some more shit gonna happen today. And then I got to come back and talk about it again. But let's get into Gladys Knight, honey. Gladys. All right, because she is in the news. They're saying that she spoke out. I feel like someone may have put this out because they're saying, child, she might have some dementia or something. But y'all know a few days ago that it was out there that they were saying that she was wandering around late at night, child, on tour, still out here trying to sing and do her 1-2 steps on stage. And they're saying she's not in her right mind. Her son came forward to put that information out. But according to that Grape Juice, and shout out to them, said that Gladys Knight threatened legal action denies son's claims of cognitive decline and abuse by her husband. All right, so she's standing by her husband and she's going after her son. She said that I'm happy and I'm healthy. All right, so let's get into what she had to say, child, because I said, I know you lying. All right. Now, in a response to the hoopla, said that the R&B diva took to people to issue a statement about her well-being. A lot of people were very concerned about Gladys Knight. So they were like, now this lady is 80 years old. Husband, why you still got your wife out here on the road, still trying to tour and perform on stage when her ass need to be sitting at home? And then to hear that she's out wandering around and not knowing where she is or able to go back to her hotel at night. Her family was very much so concerned, but she's speaking out saying that's not the case. So she says, I'm sorry that my health and performances have been misrepresented. She said that I want my fans and those concerned to rest assured that I am doing well, very well for someone who has been on stage for 3/4 of a century. Hard to believe, right? She says that I'm healthy and happy and visiting friends and family these last few months. She says, and I'm excited to get back on the road with my sisters and on stage with the Queen's tour. She says, see you soon. Of course, she says in her post. All right. So it said that Knight's publicist Laura Herbert chimed in to address Hankerson directly. Hankerson, which is her husband, Barry Hankerson, which is Aaliyah's uncle. Okay, she's married to Aaliyah's uncle. Now it goes on to say that Gladys is greatly saddened by Shanga's unfolded allegations. Shanga is her son, who originally put the message out there that she was being abused by her husband. It says that at this time, our lawyers have no choice but to explore any and all legal remedies due to Shanga's defamatory comments. So it sounds like legal action is getting ready to be put on Gladys Knight's son for putting that information out there about her saying that the husband was doing some underhanded shit to Gladys Knight, where she, as you guys can see, a message where she put out there that she's fine, she's touring, she's happy to tour, but the son is saying, no, it's something going on with my mom. So this sounds like a little family dispute. But it said Gladys Knight and her team are not here for her son's allegations that she's suffering from elder abuse and at the hands of her husband and being forced to tour against her will. All right. So she has responded, and that's what was said according to that grape juice. All right. That's the son that said it. That's, of course, Gladys Knight, and baby, she's happy to tour. So that's all we have on that. Okay. All right. We just finished talking about Kirk and Rasheeda. They are back giving out marital advice. Why? I don't know. Because again, right message, wrong messenger. Kurt, you got a whole baby on Rasheeda during y'all marriage. So I'm not sure why. You out here giving no damn advice. So according to that grape juice, we're back with them again. It says that there was some type of exclusive interview between Rasheeda and Kirk Frost. Said that they are a firm fixture in the headlines and firmly pressing on with their marriage and stint on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now they said in a sit-down chat with that grape juice, said that the couple dishes on their latest season of Love and Hip Hop, and they give marital advice to castmates Yandy Smith and Mendices. All right. They said that the Marry Me Femc child by says also teases new music as well. We don't want no new music. I'm sorry. I speak for everybody watching me, everybody that's in the world. We don't want no new music from Rasheeda. We didn't want the music you put out. I ain't trying to be mean. Rasheeda, we don't want no more music. After Marry Me, Legs to the Moon, and My Bubblegum, we good. I promise you. Kirk, stop encouraging this bullshit. Y'all should be focused on this case with y'all son. Stop this. Get out of the studio. You're wasting time, precious time. Let me stop, y'all. We don't need it. Okay, but let's get into what they had to say, child. Thank you, Grape Juice.
Yandy and Mendices, it looks like they're going through some marital issues. If you could give any advice to them right now, what would it be? Because y'all been married for some time, y'all been through some trial and tribulation. So what do you have to say to them right now?
Baby, no.
I would say own your shit and stand in your truth.
Child.
Okay.
I mean, just being honest, like nobody has the perfect relationship. No one has a perfect relationship. But if you're not willing to be truthful and face things and be realistic, then what do you have for real? So I would say standing your truth. Right.
And a lot of terms have been, turned around with their relationship, like open marriage. How do y'all feel about an open marriage? How do y'all feel about that?
I think if that's what you're doing, just own it and be real about it. You don't got to fake.
Yandy and Mendices, it looks like they're going through some marital issues.
Kirk and Rasheeda, y'all going through some marital issues. I'm hearing that the girl that had the baby with Kirk, Jasmine, that's on Love and Hip Hop, that's riding off their cloud, Kirk's side piece. I'm hearing that she's been going on vacations with Kirk and Rasheeda. They just took a vacation. I'm hearing, I think the Virgin Islands or somewhere, and the side chick Jasmine went along with them. Is this some type of throuple going on? Is this some type of threesome going on where she like the third wheel? Because the only other person I know to do that is Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats, where they be taking Mashonda on vacation with them. Y'all know Mashonda used to be married to Swiss Beats, and she's been going on vacation here lately with Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats. I was like, listen, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Now I get it, child. I don't get it. Let me just say, if
you could give any advice to them
child
right now, what would it be? Because y'all been married for some time, y'all been through some trials and tribulations. So what do you have to say?
Y'all, it is your girl Rasheeda.
And it is Kirk.
And you are watching That Grape Juice.
Malik Davis with That Grape Juice. How do y'all balance having so many businesses, staying together in your relationship, and being on a show like this?
Child, we still ain't got to figure it out. It's a hot mess. No, I'm just kidding. You know what? We just try to do the best that we can. It does. Staffing is important, which is difficult post-COVID. However, we just try to maneuver through, do the best that we can, lead by example, and make sure that we prioritize the things that need to be prioritized. And that's just really, we could just, we just try to do the best we can. Y'all, it is your girl Rasheeda.
It's always drama.
Fallouts. I mean, people not wanting to really, like I said, they don't want to really live in their truth. They want to just
like you, Kurt. You don't want to live in your truth. You don't want Rasheeda no more. After Rasheeda did that whole line with and I ain't never leaving Kurt. We was like, girl, we know. We know Kirk can do anything he wants to do, including bring a baby into your marriage, and your stupid ass gonna stay right the fuck there. You know why? Because you don't know your self-worth. You are willing to share Kirk versus knowing your worth and walking your ass away. I feel like you've been married to him long enough. You're going to get half anyway. So what's the point of staying? Kirk must have a schlong of gold for you to be staying with this nigga and allow his burnt seal looking ass to continue to fucking disrespect you on national television, behind the scenes, on the scenes, or any fucking scene for that matter. That's
throw blame other places.
I mean, it's a lot going on this season. I think, friendships definitely get tested, and you go through different scenarios. Everybody deals with things in different kinds of ways, and I think that allows people to engage and have their opinions on how they feel and what they would and wouldn't do. And I think moreover, it's just us evolving and growing, and we're just regular people trying.
Baby, let me say this. The fact that you are comfortable enough to allow a side piece that came in and infiltrated your marriage with your husband and laid up under him and had a whole baby by him to be on the same platform as you and earn a coin and smile in your face and be all up in your mama face like she is part of the family, that shit right there is diabolical to me. I don't get it. I'm sorry. Can't nobody explain it to me where I'll be like, oh, I get it now. No, I don't get it now. I don't get it now. I won't ever get it. That shit is fucked up for Kirk to think that is okay. And for Rasheeda to be sitting here with fully with Stockholm syndrome upon her ass to think that it's okay for your husband to sit beside you and think that something's wrong with everybody else and that y'all can give somebody else marital advice when y'all shit is as fucked up as anybody else. Like for real.
Kind of finagle through, situations too. And sometimes especially in this season, you kind of start to realize that sometimes people really aren't who you think they are.
Starting with y'all.
It's always drama.
Look how she look at him like Tisha look at Marceau for approval when she knows she talking bullshit, like she been programmed. Like, did I say it right? Do I look stupid yet? Oh, let me continue. She's turned and looked at him like, do I look stupid enough yet? Girl, bye.
Drama, fallouts.
Lord have mercy.
People not wanting to really, like I said, they don't want to really live in their truth.
Yeah.
They want to just.
No, I do have some new music that I am working on that I'm looking forward to sharing very soon.
Girl.
And I'm doing some stuff on the show too. So it's a lot more music on the show this season from everyone.
Why is there more music from you? I would rather pluck every eyelash out of my fucking eye, top and bottom row. Cut every fucking toenail to the white meat. I done said this before. I would rather jump from the top of my house on my arm and break it in several places. Okay. Pluck every ass hair up out from between my ass cheeks than to hear any new music from Rasheeda. And we all know Caramel don't want to do that. I'd rather go through that type of self-inflicted pain than to hear that shit. I'm serious. I don't want to hear a remix of Marry Me. I don't want to hear you rapping like Shorty Low, like you got on a fucking helmet in the booth. I don't want to hear that shit.
God, this is what
I know, right?
About, right?
I mean, this is hip hop, right?
Love it.
No, I do have some new music that I am working.
I would rather put my car in reverse and put my foot under the tire and roll over my whole damn toes than to hear any music from Rasheeda. I'm talking about self-inflicted pain, and we don't ever do that. But I would rather do that shit than to go and go into a music store and say, what hour is Rasheeda's new album on? I would, y'all, I would rather eat every item off Wanda's food truck than to hear that shit. Wanda, don't be mad at me for saying that shit. Y'all all know I ain't on that kind of time, okay? Like with extra sauce, okay? I would rather go on a date and tongue kiss Flavor Flav, bitch, than to hear any new music from Rasheeda. And y'all all know, bitch, I ain't never trying to do that. Let's continue, y'all.
Working on that I'm looking forward to sharing very soon. And I'm doing some stuff on the show too. So, it's a lot more music on the show this season from everybody.
God, this is what
I know, right?
I don't want to hear Scrappy. I don't want to hear nothing Scrappy got to be singing. I barely want to hear Spice. I barely want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear nothing from Rasheeda. Rasheeda, go somewhere, clean up at your restaurant, go to your clothing boutique and hang up some clothes, but bitch, never in the studio. And I'm trying to tell you now, you're doing too fucking much right now.
Right.
I mean, this is hip hop, right?
Love it.
No, I do.
Anywho, love and flip flop. Okay, that's what they've been called. Love and flip. That's what it is, child. Yeah, I really want y'all to go sit down, reflect on what's going on with this case. All right, that's something that y'all really should be doing, not focusing on no new music. Look how Kurt look away when she be talking about she putting out new music because he knows it's bullshit as well. But he just going along with it because he don't want to hear Rasheeda mouth. Like literally, he always look away and have that smirk on his face like this some bullshit. Just like he was looking in that car when she was doing that "Marry Me" video. Put him on, I make him wanna marry me. When she looked over at him, he was looking like, bitch, don't put me in this. Like I'm just riding shotgun. I don't want to be in this bullshit. All right, Kurt knows bullshit, but he going along with it because he don't want Rasheeda crying over there, crying in the car and whatnot over her stupidity. All right, so let's move along. How many more topics? Shit. All right. I didn't know I was gonna be on this long, but let's continue, shall we? Let's get away from them, child, because they running my pressure up. Let's get into some stuff that I saw. Now, if you guys follow me, all right, we talked about in my political part of my show for Car Chronicles, where Trump is has already put out there that he wants the police officers to get involved in clearing out the streets from homelessness and encampments in DC. Now, other states, I was looking at some comments because I always look at the comments. Other states and people in other states are saying, yeah, we need this, like totally. So they are literally, going to different encampments and taking up people's livelihood, homeless people's livelihood, because y'all know this is everything that they own, throwing it onto the back of trash trucks to clear up the city of people in tents and in different encampments around the city. Trump is asking that DC be cleared up, and this is what they're doing. We're going to go ahead and look at it. This is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I know everybody in every state, everybody watching me under the sound of my voice, you guys have seen homeless people popping up in different places, but they are tearing down their homes, and if they don't comply, they're going to be arrested, okay? They're going to be arrested. I think this is sad. Now, they're saying that Washington, D.C. officials have begun clearing homeless encampments across the city. Police and cleanup crews were seen removing tents and personal items in public areas, all right? This is what Trump has ordered. Let's go ahead and get into it, all right? Let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out to Wake Up World. Let's go. This is so sad. Y'all see this? This is in D.C., you guys. This is in D.C. They're cleaning all this stuff up with the direction of Trump to tear down people, the homeless people's encampment. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? So it is police enforced. All right. It is police enforced where they are going to different camps. There's videos all over TikTok, all over the internet where you guys can go at your leisure and y'all can see these videos of people's homeless people's encampments being torn down and their shit just thrown in the back of a in the back of a trash truck. So it's like they have nothing. They have absolutely nothing. That's sad. I would really hate to be a witness to that. Like, damn. Okay. That's very bad. That's very, very bad. And if they don't comply and if they try to book up, then they get arrested. Okay. Seeing people grabbing their shit up and just throwing it in the back of a trash truck. That's Trump, y'all. If anybody voted for Trump, this is what's going on. All right. So let's continue on, child. Now imagine being in court and your life is on the line. You're waiting for the jury to read your fate in terms of how you're going to spend the rest of your life, and the judge read back the wrong fucking verdict. You know, this person's heart, I know their heart dropped to the bottom of the damn seat that they were sitting in to hear this shit. Let's get into this. Now, a judge mistakenly reads the wrong verdict in a trial of a man that's accused in Fulton County deputies unaliving. The judge later corrects it, but only after members of the jury said, hey, you're reading the wrong thing, Judge. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Shout out to the Shade Room on it.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty as to all 6 counts of the bill of indictment.
My Lord.
Sheriff, will you please hand this to State's counsel and pass it over to...
What?
Didn't I say not?
No.
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty on all 6 counts. I apologize for my mispronunciation. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty as to all 6 counts of the bill of indictment.
Lord have mercy.
Sheriff, will you please hand this to State's counsel and pass it over to...
What?
Didn't I say not?
No.
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty on all 6 counts.
Baby, he said all 6 counts, guilty on all 6 counts. He had to go back and correct it after the jury was like, hold up, what? No, it's not guilty. So then the judge was like, oh, did I not say not guilty? Like, nigga, no, you did not say not guilty. It might be time for the judge to go ahead and retire if you out here scaring people like that, because you're already on pins and needle anyway when you go to court and you're waiting to hear what your fate is going to be. And the judge turn around and say you're guilty of all 6 charges when really you were found not guilty. That's what happened in this situation here. So a Fulton County judge accidentally announced the wrong verdict for a man accused in the unaliving of a deputy. Now it says that Alton Oliver was ultimately found not guilty in connection with the December 2022 powwowing of a 24-year-old Fulton County deputy named James Thomas. Now the judge, Henry Newkirk, initially told the court Oliver was guilty, shocking jurors inside Fulton County Superior Court. Said that he quickly corrected himself, clarifying that Oliver was acquitted on all counts. All right, imagine how scary that might have been. Now, prosecutors accused Oliver of fatally powwowing Thomas while the deputy was off duty and sitting in his personal car near Bolton Road and Peyton Road. It says that Oliver testified that he acted in self-defense, claiming that Thomas approached him multiple times and allegedly solicited him for sex before the powwowing took place. So he's sitting here waiting for his fate, and the judge mistakenly said that he was guilty of all 6 counts when he was really found not guilty. So shout out to the jury for correcting the judge, because he had already petitioned for the deputy to go over there and have paperwork signed and handcuffs to be put on the young man when indeed he was found not guilty. So what y'all think about that? That had to be scary, right? Damn. All right, moving right along, honey. Chrisean Rock Child, Crescendo Rock is what I like to call her as. She appears to have mended fences with her sister Taseki, and they have a very ugly cry in the midst of it. So shout out to Circus of Blues too. So Chrisean gets very emotional after reconciling with her sister Teseki. This is the same sister that I believe she claims Essie actually abused her as a child. All right. Teseki, she said, hey, I never did that. But it seems that these two are trying to build their relationship as sisters again. So Chrisean gets emotional after making up with her sister Teseki and says that they'll be doing a show together soon. So I'm happy that they're rekindling their relationship. Chrisean keeps saying she found God. So y'all know every other day, honey, she gets saved and then she go back to her evil ways. All right. But let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's cut the music. We'll just play it for now. Y'all see the ugly cry, honey. So she and her sister, they trying to mend their relationship. Okay. All right, so let's get it.
We're gonna link, me and Latifah, we're gonna link one day, but not right now. She in New York, I'm finna go to Houston. They booked and busy right now. Yeah, but we finna be. We having family time right now. But we finna be booked together. What did you say? Y'all gonna book together. We finna be booked together. We gonna link, me and Latifah, we gonna link one day, but not right now. She in New York, I'm finna go to Houston. They booked and busy right now. Yeah, but we finna be. We having family time right now. But we finna be booked together. What did you say? Y'all gonna book together. We finna be booked together.
So it seems that the two of them will be working together soon, according to what it says here. Chrisean says that her and Teseki will be doing some bookings together. We'll see how long that lasts because they both are violent as hell. Teseki like to fight, and so does Chrisean. So we're gonna see if they can do this without being argumentative and fighting one another. All right, because they literally just months ago was going back and forth. All right, so we're gonna see. They are sisters. Y'all know sisters do fight. If you have siblings, y'all know how it works. But these two right here, honey, they always go a little too far. And the things that they've said about each other, Teseki have said some very nasty things about Chrisean and her baby as well. So the fact that she's able to forgive her for that, shout out to him. All right, I ain't mad. Hey, that's your life, not mine. All right, so let's get into the last and final topic, and then we gotta go, child. We gotta go. Let's get into I saved it for last, child, just in case y'all want to drop down. I know y'all don't be wanting to watch these two right here, but Nell Fletcher, honey, I told y'all Nell Flesher, as they call her on the show. Nell is the scapegoat. Nell is the villain on this season. Okay, y'all know how she treated Mel. She and Mel, I guess, not that tight no more. Well, y'all know Mel is not on the show, but Nell has stepped up to be the villain, and now they are going after Nell. So it seems that Tisha is trying to keep from talking about the issues that she and Marcel have, and she keeps bringing up what's going on with Nell and Chris in terms of the infidelity in their marriage, and Nell has corrected her. Now, in another scene, they're saying that Tisha walked up to, in front of everybody, walked up to Chris Fletcher and put her hand in his face to address him about something, in which Marcel had to pull her back and tell her not to be walking up in a man's face or don't address a man. That's something she should already know, because these new age guys will pop your ass if you do it. And I'm not promoting violence in any way, shape, or form, but no woman should be walking up and addressing a man when you have a man. All right, let your husband address Chris. That's way out of line for you to do. And Tisha, as a 40-something-year-old woman, you should know that. All right, Chris Fletcher checked her ass, and then she stood there looking like she was embarrassed and or shocked that he said what he said. He said that I don't answer to Tisha. I don't answer to Tisha Scott. Then he read her ass down, and she was standing there embarrassed, looking shocked that he read her down. And Marceau didn't say a motherfucking thing because he shouldn't have said nothing. You should check your wife and tell her don't be running up in men's face, because these new men, these new age guys will cuss your ass out and put their hands on you. So Tisha, that should be a learning experience for you, love, okay? It's none of your business. If you have a problem with Chris, you talk to Marcel and let Marcel speak to him. If you have a problem with Nell, then you go ahead and sit down and talk to Nell. But don't be walking up in no man's face addressing him, because first of all, it's not your fucking business what was said or anybody else having anything to say about any situation that don't have nothing to do with you. And that's just what I have to say about it. Let's continue. According to OWN TV, this is a scene between Tisha and Nell. A lot of people are saying, and I've been reading comments where people are saying, since Mel is not on the show, that Tisha is trying to step up and take the position of what Mel used to take on the show in terms of trying to bring the women together and address certain situations and call people out for certain things in terms of trying to maybe mend friendships or whatever on the show. So a lot of people are starting to see how Tisha is trying to step up and take on that role. And it's not working out well for her. Let's go.
You have to be respectful that this conversation is going to end. I'm absolutely being respectful. Okay. And I'm not your child. You're absolutely so correct. Do you want to have a conversation or not? Do you want to have one? Oh, Jesus. That's all. For this company, no, if you want to have a conversation, we can talk. But if you're going to get loud with me and be disrespectful, I'm not going to have this conversation with you. You've been disrespectful. You were disrespectful. Okay. So
now, every time you bring up something with Tisha does not like to sit and iron out her differences. Now, what she's gonna do is she's gonna go call Kimmy. She's gonna go and sit and talk to Trish, and then they're gonna stir up some bullshit. And next time they see Nell, it's gonna be some mess. My thing is, as a grown woman, sit your ass down and have a conversation and iron that shit out. That's what grown women do. That's some grown women ish. Don't sit here and invite me to have a conversation, and because I'm not saying what you want me to say, then you grab your shit and get up and leave. A conversation is two people talking. So if you can't take criticism, then don't fucking invite me nowhere to have a conversation, because I'm going to always say what I want to say. It may not be in the tone you want me to say it in, but hey, that's just what it is. You invited me. She invited Nell to come and have a sit down because there was a heated exchange where Tisha walked up to Chris Fletcher, put a hand in his face and tried to check him. Then he read her ass down. So now she invites Nell to have a sit down conversation, and it's not going in the direction she wanted to. She going to ask her, do you want to have this conversation? Well, you invited me, so obviously I do if I showed up. But because I'm not saying what you want me to, and I'm not agreeing with you and how you want me to agree with you, now all of a sudden let me go ahead and leave. Tisha always leaves scenes when the conversation is turned back around on her. Okay, I don't get it, but let's see.
Conversation when you're ready to talk to me, hit me back up here.
Oh, girl, we ain't got to talk.
Okay. So you have to be respectful.
You don't get to dictate how a conversation goes.
Okay, and I'm not your child either. You're absolutely correct. So do you want to have a conversation?
Now, you can't tell a person, I'm not your child, you can't talk to me in that way, but then you don't turn around and say, if you want to have a conversation with me, then this. You don't get to dictate what a person says, how they say it, or the attitude and how they bring it to you, because you are coming off as argumentative.
Do you want to have one?
Oh, Jesus.
That's all.
No, if you want to have a conversation,
so Nell has addressed it, Tisha. You are the one that came up in my husband's face. Should she not feel a way about that? Because, as I just said, grown women should approach another woman if there's an issue with her husband. Can't no woman run up in my husband's face and say shit to him and I don't check your motherfucking ass, because that's just not how that's going to work. You don't get to say shit to him because he has a wife. If you got a problem with him, you say something to me. I will address and or say something to him, because I'm not going to let him run up in another woman's face and address her. That's not his place to do it. I can do that. Now, if a man got some heat for me or got something to say to me, I know he got it. I ain't got to say shit, even though I probably will, because that's just in my nature. But that's just how protocol works when it comes to situations as such. Do y'all agree with me? Put a 1 if y'all agree with me. A man needs to approach a man. Tisha should not be running up in Chris Fletcher's face with her hand in his face, trying to ask him anything that has something to do with Marcel. That should never happen. It should never happen. It should never happen.
We can talk. But if you're gonna get loud with me,
now you're gonna tell if you're gonna get loud with me, okay, but you can't sit up here and say little buzzwords and try to tell her, a grown-ass woman who's older than you, really she's your elder. You asked her to have a conversation about a situation that you created, so she should not feel away when you was up in her husband's face.
I'm not going to have this conversation with you.
You don't have a conversation with nobody, because you start shit, and then when they check your ass, then you want to get up and leave. That's usually how it works. We've seen it season after season. Mel tried to approach you about something. You got up and grabbed your bag and want to go. You want to bring up that Martell had a whole side chick, but then when Mel tell you better get down there to the damn bar and see what your own husband is doing, all of a sudden you got to go. Whole time you were sitting there calling her shit out, you were ready to stay. But as soon as somebody check you and bring your bullshit up, now all of a sudden let me grab my purse and get the fuck out of here. Really?
You've been disrespectful. You was disrespectful.
Okay. So
now she's checking you, telling you were disrespectful. I didn't like how you got in my husband's face approaching him. Now all of a sudden, I gotta go. Why? Ain't nobody there but you and her sit there and iron it out. The situation ain't gonna do nothing but escalate because the next time you see her, the shit gonna come up again. So why not go ahead and fix it now?
Not having this conversation. When you're ready to talk to me, hit me back up, girl.
Now, if you guys watch the scene, Marceau had to pull Tisha aside and tell her she was wrong. So she already knows going into this conversation with Nell that what she did was not cool. She knew that the shit was not cool. It was uncouth. Your husband already checked you and told you, and you ain't say shit to him, but you're sitting here acting like what Nell is telling you about running up in her husband's face was all wrong. So how is it that you get it when Marceau tell you, but when Nell tell you that she felt a way about you and that you were wrong for running up in her husband's face, you're argumentative. The same thing is being said to you, but by a different person. Do y'all see where we're going with this? Why you don't get it when Nell is saying it versus Marceau? He's saying the same thing is being said. Again, accountability, okay?
But we ain't got to talk.
Okay.
All right, so y'all see that scene, and that's what had happened, and I don't care no more. All right, so let's get on out of here. Let's get on out of here, guys. I think I've yelled enough, okay? I think I've yelled enough. I forgot that I had that many topics, but thank you guys so much for joining, each and every one of you, 351 of you guys on a Saturday. Yeah, okay. Thank y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the show and every one of the topics that we talked about as well. Thank you to all of my mods for doing an awesome job. I appreciate you all. As KBR, Tyra, thank y'all so much for coming in and doing an awesome job. I appreciate you all. All right. Thank you to all the content creators that may have stepped up in here and supported the video as well. Chef Don, if you were here, thank you, love. Schoolboy, thank you. You guys check out Schoolboy on Instagram. You guys can drop my mods. Please drop in the chat for all of the content creators in here so that you will know where to go and support them. Sunny Days, thank you so much, love. Simple Mom Family TV, thank you. Astute Queen Bee, thank you, love. Purple Unicorn, thank you that I may have skipped over so that we can acknowledge them because I do appreciate you guys taking time out to support my video. All right. You could have been on your own platform doing your own video, but I appreciate you all for coming over and supporting me. All right. Y'all know I love y'all down. Of course, my Caramelians, y'all know I love y'all too. All right. Please don't forget to hit that like button, okay? And subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. You guys see how we do it over here, okay? You're going to get a whole lot of news that you can use, and we're going to try to keep you guys updated on all the current topics, all right? We're going to have jam sessions. We're going to talk a little shit. We're going to read down and all of that over here, okay? Right here on the Caramel Show. If nothing else, honey, let's go ahead and get out of here, and let's go.
Bye. You can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.